Lord Jesus. I know one thing. I'll be glad when I start back making me some damn money. This is getting on my nerves. Yep. I applied for a job working at Advanced Auto around here. I know y'all know where Ocean Way Middle School is, right? You know that Advanced Auto that's right across the street from Ocean Way? Yep. I had applied for a job with them. They told me in the darn interview talking about, oh, you got the job, and then come Monday, they gonna go tell me something. Cause I called them, I said, well, what it is y'all need me to do? Cause my thing is this, I think they really want like delivery drivers or whatever, but the fact is, I really ain't want to do that because that's what I used to do when I was working in Napa. I wanted to be mostly behind the darn counter.
Hi everyone, welcome to the first matchup of the
NBA
Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight.
I get that.
Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then there's Dick. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. MP out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. And for both these teams, it's game one of the NBA Cup. Chance to notch a regular season win and, more importantly, start strong in this group round.
Yeah, it's important to use early momentum because you can get out of this get hurt. We've seen good teams blink, and they're gone.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
All I know is this.
At this point of his career is considered
I believe
one of the best
do.
ever at his position.
Well, anyone that ranks above him is a first ballot Hall of Famer. MP isn't at the top at his position just yet, but he's shown he's in a class with other legendary talents.
Dick wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
And here's MP for three. They get it back. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
The three from MP. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of
their
own, just not basketballs. Like
state,
other than
not state, but coach job. Other than that,
national volleyball teams and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
So it's Orlando now. Raptors knocking down the trick. Hands it from downtown.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Shed. Here's Dick. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Wagner outside.
Exactly.
And stolen by Barnes. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Timberwolves was terrific. He tallied 50 points. And all game long, he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Now, here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota.
It's a smooth, long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
Here's Shed. Here's Dick. And that time, also a missed shot.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And
I said, can I get another copy of my passport?
You need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Raptors in second.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
You got a what now? You gonna use it?
He's making a switch here.
Hey,
You got this, MP.
Hey.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Halloween night. Great, and this game should be a treat.
Yeah, fun holiday makes for a fun atmosphere. Expect this crowd to be engaged.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And so he makes both from the line. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
I wonder, can you...
and Banchero are the forwards. Cole Anthony is out there with MP. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Bring it up for MP, a 3.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And Barrett slams it in.
Wait a minute, can you make a slushy out of Jack Daniels or no?
Got up that time.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools.
No, the only reason why I'm thinking about some damn Jack Daniels right about now. But the day of my damn daddy birthday, I said, God dog, the day of my daddy birthday, and I ain't got no darn Jack Daniels.
Always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Boy, that old man would have been 83 years old if he was still living. God dog, it's
been off the charts.
From deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 15.
Oh, excuse
me. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Ain't the day that mine died. He died on 3rd of March by what?
Ingram against MP.
By 3 days before my damn birthday.
Will not go down. It's number 3 on 12 tries from the floor. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did.
Oh, excuse me, Papa Rolling Stone.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
Here's MP after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Having that solid jump shot is really a
long
big part of the appeal with MP. A jumper he can keep improving on.
Pass to Barnes. Onside, Barrett. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barrett's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Ingram. Fires from deep. That one, no good. And so it's Orlando looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside.
I'm kind of surprised both of y'all that called me and checked up on me. I said, Lord
We'll
Jesus.
get you back to the action after this break.
I said, I'm kind of surprised both of y'all that called and checked up on me.
Hey folks, we know you're anxious for the first half breakdown, but a surprise start to the show is only fitting with some early season power rankings.
Checking out Toronto, man, they've clawed their way into the
Magic,
top 10
man.
in their division, playing with a lot of energy and executing.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Orlando Magic.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get it.
That'll do it for our show today.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then it's Ingram. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Shed in at the one. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 33 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
To the middle. Here's Dick. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On the wing, MP. Dick defending. Raptors trail by 14.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I got to go get me another damn pair of goddamn glasses.
Pass to
I
Shed.
can't believe I got to wait all the way to goddamn dream to go do this.
Wide open. Good on the triple. Ingram's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Ingram just letting it rip right now on the offensive end.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. MP is number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Puts up a 3. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Barnes outside. Pass to Dick. All sorts of time. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. That's 10 points for Grady Dick.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
A 3 from MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Back to Barnes. Here's Dick. And it's off from three-point range.
He got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
The three from MP. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And the dunk by Dick.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
On the wing, MP. Dick defending, and there's the bucket from MP.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To the paint, and the dunk by Dick.
Barnes making sure that his teammates stay involved.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. MP looking around. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Barnes outside from the arc. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's MP for three. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Barnes kicks to Pirtle. Down low, here's Dick. Out to Ingram from outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
What's going on?
Ingram's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors.
Nothing much.
Magic
What
leading
Corey
by
doing?
23.
Oh, wait a minute.
On the
I ain't
wing,
even. Oh,
MP.
wait a minute.
Dick defending, and there's the bucket from MP.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Uncle. Oh, Lord
Barnes
Jesus.
against
Uncle Corey ought to beat you.
Barnes can't get
What
it to
were
go.
you?
We'll have a hard time
What
shaking
was
that
you
one off.
doing
Perfect position.
To the
plenty
point
of
where you
space.
said, "Gee,"
Just
because
clicked
I
it.
know, because I was trying to
The
call
Magic
and check up
shooting
on
a
you or whatever,
magnificent
and I shook your hand
69%
supposed to
game.
like your
That's a bad
tube or
miscue,
something
but I think
fell
they've
out
done a
or
really
something.
good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Bull. And MP subbed in for Leonard. The Raptors making a switch here. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
No. I was riding
Back to
last
Black.
night.
MP right side. Takes it from 10. Good as the jump shot falls. MP's got 59
I
points.
see that.
MP making his presence
I said,
felt
Lord
inside.
Jesus,
I'd like him to get his points in tight.
We've got Mitchell Robinson. Black is out there with MP. Then there's Carter. And it's Dadier in at the small forward spot. This is out there for Orlando.
I can tell.
A three
I
from
can see.
MP. And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
Too much of
Barnes
nothing.
passes to Ingram. Good ball movement here by the Raptors.
Y'all
And
know the
it's Shad
day.
missing.
Well, the day my daddy's birthday.
Orlando's
I said,
gotten
Lord
just one of
Jesus.
4 three-pointers
Yep.
to go down for them
I s-
here in the fourth.
Huh?
From beyond the arc, connects again from
Yep.
distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us
82
tonight.
years old.
Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the
No,
arc.
he wasn't that old. He
last
wasn't that
make
old at all.
tying him for second
he's
in
going
most
for the-
threes in a game.
There-
And it's the Magic's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout.
Exactly. You going to 42, she's going to 38.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left.
Good, another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Not going to go that time. Here's Shed. A good look from Dick. And Dadier pulls it down. And a deep 3 from MP. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Shed. And so is Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So they're off to a strong start.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Ault, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Boy.
Good job for the people.
That was crazy. I'm like, I thought I had to call the doggone, I had to come up there and call the fire marshal.
After a season like that, it all feels kind of meaningless, right?
I said, what are you doing? Huh? Yeah. See, what in the world he done did to goddamn, like you said, that wasn't even on him. That was just a straight mistake. Not a problem. What about it? Actually, yes, I am. But hopefully, my thing is this. Hopefully, goddamn Donald Trump gonna do nothing stupid. Exactly.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started.
All right.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports.
I'm
Brian
next time
Anderson
y'all
here
go
with
see
Grant Hill
Grandma,
and
call
Stan
me
Van
and let me know what's
Gundy.
up.
And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Ja Morant.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's MP, Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's Black in at the point guard position. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson Jr. at power forward with Valanciunas at center. And it's Wells in at the 3, small forward. And when it comes to establishing rotations at this stage, Stan, what's something you're zeroing in on?
Well, you're just trying to figure out which lineups work the best together and trying to develop not necessarily a starting lineup, but a rotation that works for you, and especially trying to determine what's your closing lineup. When it's on the line, who do you want to go to?
Now here's MP. Hey, expanding his range. Cleared away by Wells. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Here's MP. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
A nice shot by MP.
Well, how about MP right there? Just drilling a 3 of his own for good measure.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Morant. Deflected.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. MP's got 8. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Jackson the screen. And it's Morant off the drive. Jackson can't get it to go. Orlando has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Banchero right side. MP outside for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Bane. Will it go? And again, it's Memphis missing.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
On the wing, MP, hounded by Morant. And here's MP from outside. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 14.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thanks, B.A. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They wanted to add some more size, and they certainly did by picking up Jonas Valanciunas. And the hope is that the big man will be an easy fit and help keep this team fired up while also making them a stronger matchup for bigger teams.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
Number 45, G.G. Jackson.
Jackson, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Bane's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
From deep, Bane. It's rebounded by Wagner. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Banchero. Memphis with a rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. And it's Jackson on the take. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And Carroll passes to MP. And another three for Orlando.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Grizzlies trail by 12. Bane serving the D. Jackson for 3. Sinks the tray. Jackson's got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Batase gets it to go.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. Back to Bane. With the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, nice take from Bane. Solid at noticing holes in defenses and exploiting.
And here's MP from outside. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
The 3 from Bane. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts. Moran against Banchero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Magic. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a... Going with an almost entire new group here. Batase's checked in for Robinson. Wagner comes in for Carter. Black's checked in for Leonard. And MP subbed in for Anthony. The free throw drops for Bane. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bane. Sensi Aldama out there with Gigi Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had 65 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
He tries for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Memphis calls timeout.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Aldama. And it's Jackson in for Jackson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. 29 seconds left in the second. Morant with it. Now Carter defending.
Get the perimeter.
Morant looking around to halt the run. And then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact.
Again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Bane. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's the Orlando Magic, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. And that is going to do it.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Goga Bitadze, then it's MP, and it's Black in at the point.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Bane. He's become a premier scorer in this league.
He shoots a 3. MP shot is off. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
On the wing, MP, hounded by Morant. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Here's Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Bane from the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep, MP sinks it from distance. MP's got 46.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. The 3 from Bane. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, trying his luck from deep. MP no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop the hammer on.
MP looking around. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look. When the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Good work there as it goes.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
From deep, MP. Oh, connects again.
Putting on a scoring clinic.
Hey, it's become an old habit. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season. Pass to Wells. To the middle. Here's Bane. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
Wagner, the pass to MP. Oh, from deep. Knocks it down from distance. MP's got 55.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
When asked about Desmond Bane, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bane said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Ali, thanks. And that one falls for Jackson. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Checked in for Orlando. MP comes in for Leonard. over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep, MP. And another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson Jr. at power forward with Valanciunas at center. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. On the wing, MP, hounded by Morant. MP no good. Here's Wells, hole covering, puts the move on, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Orlando has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And here's MP from outside, and it's good! He hits another one!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Magic.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
From deep, MP connects from downtown.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Orlando. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off target from three-point range. Here's Wells. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
So it's Orlando now. Bol finds MP. Robinson in the post. Valanciunas covering. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. NYC, baby. The stars are out. Say what's up to Spike for me.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out New York, 2.5 games back.
And I think for the Magic, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. MP out there with Black. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, and the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Suggs. And it's Washington in at the center, filling out the middle. Hey, Clark, when you're on the road, what are some things that help bring teams, closer together?
Well, one of the common things for all people is food. So gathering for dinner as teammates is one of those ways you can bond. Maybe taking in a movie, perhaps a comedy show. Anything that can lighten the pressure, what goes on the court, so that you get a chance to know each other as more than just teammates.
Now for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Suggs showing you some major bounce right there. He went way upstairs on that.
The 3 from MP. And he's good on the 3 ball. MP's got 6. First quarter, just over a minute played. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Suggs in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Suggs has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Orlando's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And here's MP for 3. A rebound by Washington. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Brunson. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Magic leading by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Memphis was dominant. He picked up 67 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Trying to find Suggs and gets it to him. And he gets the bucket.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
They get the rebound. Bridges shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exact.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Brunson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Porter is out there with Washington. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And that one's good. Wagner.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Black kicks to MP. Trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by New York. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
A 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got 24 points.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Pass to Brunson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Brunson against MP. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Brunson outside. Off target from the wing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Brunson. 1 second left. That one doesn't go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Magic lead by 18. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you! All right, fellas, time now to take... Thanks for spending halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out, too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem, too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
And so in the game for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Black is out there with MP. And it's Bitadze in at the center. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Offline with his three. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
MP, no good. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lets the three fly, and there's Bridges on the assist from Brunson. Bridges got 5 now.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Magic leading by 19. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And it's Suggs missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A 3 from MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
To the inside. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. it gets them going.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 1:52 left here in the third quarter. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it left. Miles McBride's checked in for New York. Elfrid Payton comes in for Jalen Brunson. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. For New York, they've gone 4. A different look for New York. Suggs, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Elfrid Payton. And a change for the Magic. MP's checked in for Cole Anthony. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Suggs out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Washington in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 48.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
And it's Suggs missing. Orlando leading by 20. The 3 from MP. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
The first one falls. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan.
Another bucket! Wow!
And how many times have we seen him fill it up this season? It seems like he's scoring 50 every night.
That gives him the 4th most 50-point games in a single season. What a milestone.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Black dishes to MP. From deep. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Knicks.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
5-on-3 break. And Suggs throws it down. Brunson against MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 57 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
The 3. And got it! Another basket.
And to see him hit the 60-point mark twice in a year, that's a special talent.
Special's the perfect word to use. Incredible scoring performances on any given night. And nearing third place for most 60-point games in a season. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
That's what I'm talking about. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in? We know MP came ready to play.